It should have been a beautiful morning, that spring day in 1824. But 16-year-old Emma could not hear the birds singing. She did not see the blooming wildflowers or the lovely blue sky. The only person who had come close to loving Emma Sims, who might have protected her from those who threatened and terrified her, lay in a grave at Emma's feet. Her mother, Betty Sims, was dead. After years of miscarriages, with Emma her only surviving child, Betty had finally carried a baby full term, only to die giving birth. The baby had died soon after. Emma had no doubt that the difficult birth with all the miscarriages before it were the fault of her stepfather, Luke Sims, whose name Emma had long ago been ordered to take as her own. Luke had worked both Emma and her mother like plow horses on his small farm along the Hiwassee, deep in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Life was hard, and the farm had never amounted to much, for Luke was lazy and liked his whiskey. While fences needed mending and sheds were falling down, Luke had begun selling off livestock. There were only a few pigs and cows left, and Emma wondered how they were going to survive much longer. "Ashes to ashes," the preacher was saying now. He had come from a distant settlement, one Emma had never seen. She had lived her whole life on this little farm, which her real father had owned. He had died when she was 4 years old. Her mother had then married Luke, a neighbor, who seemed friendly enough at the time, but who soon turned into a drunken tyrant, putting his woman and stepdaughter to work, using a hard hand on them when they got lazy. He had never been kind to Emma, nor had he seemed to have any fatherly feelings for her. And after Emma's mother had had several miscarriages, Luke seemed to resent her more and more, accusing her of being a useless woman for not giving him any children of his own. Now Betty Sims lay dead after trying to do just that. 29. She was only 29. Compared to her mother, Emma was already an old maid at 16. Her mother had given birth to her at 13. "Mountain girls get married young," Luke Sims was always complaining. "Why ain't that daughter of yours married off yet? You know Tommy Decker wants to marry her." "She hates Tommy Decker," her mother would argue. "Tommy would be cruel to her." "A man can treat a woman any way he pleases," Luke would answer, glowering. Betty Sims always gave up the argument then, but at least she helped stave off any decision about Emma's marrying Tommy. Emma's eyes stung with tears as she stared at the wooden box in the freshly dug hole, behind the collapsing cabin where she would now live alone with her stepfather, a thought that made her feel ill. She had not known truly warm love and affection even from her mother in years, but she didn't blame the woman. Betty Sims was worn out and abused. She had turned hard. She had lost the ability to see beauty in life, the ability to love softly and gently.